Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today in the kitchen. Today we are making a variation on stuffed peppers. Stick around, find out how. Alright, so my goal here is to recreate that fabulous chicken and stuffing stuffed half pepper that Shock served up the other night for dinner. I am going to throw my own little bit of flair at it, but we'll just rearrange the camera here. I'll show you what I'm going to use, and yeah. We'll get a few shots as we go along and see how this looks. Hopefully you've already seen a clip that this turned out just fine. Thank you, dryer. Yay for a dryer that stopped. So basically, as far as I know anyway, all I'm going to use here is a couple of peppers, some assorted herbs and spices, and of course, a box of stuffing. A little bit of mozzarella cheese to melt on that. Make it look all nice and golden bubbly brown. Alright, let's see how she's going. Now I know what you're thinking, but no matter what, do not test your chicken at this point. Just get started on the stuffing here. Might be a little bit too much butter there, but I don't care. Off to the peppers. Alright, so I've given these a good scrub. I'm just going to take out the ends here. Cut them in half, clean them up a little bit. All pretty basic. Alright, so back here on the chicken, I'm just going to sprinkle that with a little bit of salt. Throw some ground turmeric on there. Still can't get any of that growing here. Give me time, give me time. Some lemon pepper. And then, of course, the hot pepper collection from however many years ago. Pack, just put all that in there. Give this a stir around. Could almost use a splash of water in there too, I think. Alright, got a little bit of water in there. And I'm going to let that finish cooking all the way through before I add these herbs from the garden last year or the year before. I don't know, I've kind of lost track with those. Alright, time to get going on that stuffing. Well, that looks like a good boil to me. Not much to making stuffing these days, at least not this way anyway. Alright, so at this point I'm just going to mix that chicken in with the stuffing. Crumble in my herbs and let it set. Pro tip, put some water in this to let it soak a little bit before you try and wash it later. That's just going to make your life so much easier when it comes time to clean up the kitchen after playing. Alright, put a little bit of butter on the bottom of the pan there, using the classic Blanco butter bag, is why I have it stick. And then I guess I'll just kind of arrange these while I wait for the stuffing to finish fluffing. Fun with food. Alright, so our little toaster oven is just about preheated to 350. My stuffing is just about good to go. Time to grate myself some cheese. I'm using mozza in this case, but, you know, whatever one prefers, I suppose. Well, now that I'm happy with the fluffing of my stuffing, it's just a matter of putting them into those peppers. Well, I think that's about as much as I'm going to be able to stuff into those. Her peppers look much better, I think. But in all fairness, she got to pick peppers at the beginning of the bag of peppers, and I got the very last two peppers. So, I'm just going to heap this cheese on there. It's not looking good for these two. Kind of ended up cutting that on an angle, but it's a triangular pepper, you know? I mean, I wasn't quite sure what I was supposed to do with that. Apparently the dog's not willing to forgive that, but he's quite a critic for a dog. Alright, so I think that's basically ready to throw in the oven. Alright, so this little guy is pre-warmed up to 350 Fahrenheit, which is apparently 175 Celsius. Not that I ever cook in Canadian temperatures. American parents, what do you do? Alright, I'm going to leave that in there until it gets nice and melty and oozy, and we'll take it out and see. Alright, well, much as I had feared, because I wasn't able to cut these very even, they kind of caved in on me. I guess those are mine, but it looks to me like those are going to be delicious, and they are done. Alright, I guess we just need to serve this up and give it a try. That worked fairly well. I'm going to say the one on the left is the one that I would give the judges. Alright, well, I was inclined to save these ones for Shocks. Apparently, she'd rather have the other ones. So let's cut in and find out how it looks and how it tastes. That looks pretty good to me. That looks very good. But really, if there's one thing I learned cooking for a family, it's that looks don't matter compared to how it tastes. You could hand them something that looked like a traffic accident, and if it tasted great, they love you for it. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to sit down with Shocks and we can enjoy these while they're nice and hot. Give them a try yourself. They're super simple. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic day.